I got to give you this story real fast. Two transgender high school runners won first and second place at the girls' indoor track championship this weekend in Connecticut. This is so good. This is from OAN Network. The two runners were black and born as male. Are you surprised about that? We just said, Renee and I were just talking about how everybody used black people for perverted things because they know that most black people are perverted, immoral, perverted people, and they will allow themselves to be used. But anyway, the two runners were black and born male. No wonder Daniel asked me, take a guess what color they are when we were going over this morning. But decided to compete and donate the competition as female. Dominate the competition as female. Here's the soundbite.
Two transgender runners won first and second place in the girls' indoor track championships this weekend in Connecticut. These individuals were born male, now they identify as female, and they won the girls' titles, first and second place. Which I think shows us that even when the left pretends biology isn't real, biology still wins at the end of the day, because men are men and women are women.
That's right. Isn't that amazing? What do you think about that? Look at them. They're some awful-looking people as girls.
I just don't understand. It just doesn't even make any sense that you would even allow or even think or even consider that males would even be allowed to compete just because they want to say that they're women. It doesn't make sense.
And you see how they put the blacks up there? Because now that they used the two black men pretend that they were women, the white people ain't going to say nothing about that. They can't put them, they're going to be called racist.
Right,
and
right.
That's why they
right.
started out with black people so that they can, after a while, they're going to bring the Mexicans and the whites in too as whatever they want to be, pretend to be a man, but yet, a woman, but yet they're men, or women pretend to be men, and yet they're women.
And then the whites sit up there and judge like, oh, these blacks are so crazy, but they're not saying anything. But look at this black guy here. He has hair, but then he has a mustache. It's like, how confused can you get?
and you don't hear outcry from the black community about this or anything. I guarantee you the black people, not all, but most, they think this is love. They're like, oh, the white liberals love us. Look, they're using us in the games to run against women. What kind of man would even want to run against a woman? It's crazy. And it is considered transphobic to speak out about how unfair it is for a man to be competing with a woman.
So here's the thing. I just don't buy the idea that it's transphobic to say it's not fair to girls who are born girls to compete in track against trans athletes who were born men. It's not fair. In Connecticut, there are not even hormone standards. The individuals don't have to prove that they've been diagnosed with gender dysphoria. They don't have to prove that they've been doing hormone therapy. They don't have to prove they've had gender reassignment surgery. Connecticut permits transgender athletes to compete without any restrictions. All they have to do is say, well, yesterday I was Jeff, today I feel like Susie, and bam, they could be crowned champions in the girls' division. How is that fair? It's not fair. But the left tells me that I can't even ask that question. It's our way, the left dictates, or else you're a ferocious, homophobic, transphobic bigot. No, I'm not.
Amazing. Women, I blame you. You brought this on yourself. Not all women, of course, the liberal women. You're getting back what you put out. It's amazing. And black people, let's let yourself be used. So just before the break, we gave you, this is from OAN Network, where these two runners were black and born as males, ran in the female competition track team. And the boys won, but they're pretending that they're women. And then what they cleverly did, they used blacks, confused men first to do this, because they know that the white people are not going to complain about the black ones. And then they usher in the rest. It's a shame, folks. But you have liberal men and women out there pushing this type of stuff. Now it's coming back to bite you. And you can't complain because you encourage this madness to be happening. And the last soundbite is when tennis champion Martina blah, 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 who is a lesbian, agreed that this was a form of cheating, and LGBTQ group cut ties with her.
In fact, when tennis legend Martina Navratilova said it was a form of cheating for trans women, people born as men who now identify as women, to compete in women's sports, an LGBT group cut ties with her. Navratilova is a lesbian who is married to a woman, and an advocacy group whose very name starts with L for lesbian cut ties with her because she dared to say what we're all thinking, that if men who are born men and transition to women compete in women's sports, what's the point in being real women, biological women, even competing? We'll never win. Biological women will become obsolete.
Amazing. And that's what these people want. Amazing. I wonder would they be complaining, though, has some lesbians who pretended to be men ran on a track team or competition with men, and by some type of a accident these women won, would that be fine? Just wondering out loud, just thinking out loud.